2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I am very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yeah, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Looking really good.
Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
He's currently tied for third. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. Oh, so close. A bogey putt awaits. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She got one back on that last hole.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. Oh, that one just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Yep, tracking well.
Oh, what a super shot. Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The first of the par 5s, Rich, the 4th hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the King, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour. And that's why they're out here playing for all the money.
The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards. Ridge, placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
This is Brooke Henderson. Oh, what a shot from there. Take your hat off to them. And back to the play, shall we? Playing from around 110 yards out. Just one shot back now. Choosing the 9-iron here. This one is right down the pipe. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Putting for birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
That was a gallant attempt. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Nice little par putt here. Looking good so far.
Yeah, you'll take that. And now at 3 under overall. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
Well, there's the line, the green side bunker. Can they get this one up and down? Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. It doesn't matter how you hit it if you can hold putts like that. And that will take him to 4 under. Moments like that deserve another look.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
That's just inside the range.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Oh, just missed. And this putt coming up for his par. He's currently tied for first. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front nine, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
That should set up another chance. A chance to move to 5 under par. And he holds it. What a putt. And that will take him to 5 under. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh, almost went in. Let's return to live play now. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Lining up from around 160 yards. He leads the field by a stroke. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Okay, that'll work. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
It was on a good line. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Opting for the 9-iron. That should find the surface. Oh, that's a great shot. And a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th. I like the look of this. Gee, he's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that will move him to 6 under par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently leading by 2. All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. This putt right on 10 feet, a good one to make.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Get excited, this could go in. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Wow, what a save.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Great looking shot this. This player's dialed in. What a shot.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival Brooke Henderson.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Wow. Well, that was the number, no doubt about that. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Nice line. That's inside the range. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And now that finds him in first place. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Didn't that look good for a long time? And just a little bit of cleanup work remaining on this hole.